So I'm gonna smoke this idiot. Got him. It's a beautiful day in Melbourne. I thought I'd go for a scoot on the Suzuki Address 110. Check it out. What a weapon. Yeah, boy. I actually really have a soft spot for scooters. I spent some time in Vietnam last year and I rented a Honda Wave 110, I think it was, which is quite similar to this. I think I paid 750,000 dong a month, which is like $30. And the way that the guy who rented it to me was giggling, I'm pretty sure he was ripping me off. But yeah, that was sick, man. We rode it everywhere, up mountains and stuff, and like dirt tracks. And it's, when you spend some time with them, you realize how sort of quietly capable they are, the small scooter. They're damn near bulletproof, and they're so light and throwable, you can really sort of manhandle them around. And of course, the real point of them is they're definitely cheap. This one's $35.90 right away, and running costs are basically nothing. This one's built in Jakarta, where Suzuki also builds its GSX-S 125 and GSX-R 125, and I think something else. And yeah, Suzuki tells me that they're selling the wheels off these things just in the last couple of years because of food delivery services, which makes sense. My first road bike was actually a scooter, a Honda C90, 1979 Honda C90 Deluxe. I got that when I was like 14. I don't know why they called it a Deluxe, because it looked pretty much the same as every other one. But yeah, I adored that thing, man. I put a little pod filter on it, tried to take as much weight off it, and I ended up blowing it up at Broadford, the Broadford Road Circuit. If I can find a photo, I'll chuck it in. But before that happened, oh man, I spent so much time on that thing. I used to ride it down to the beach with my mates and get stuck mostly. James Beckett will fondly remember pulling me out of the sand on a number of occasions. There's not much to talk about when it comes to something like this, but notably it does have a side stand and a center stand and a kickstart, which sort of surprised me. It's got like a handbrake for if you're parked on a hill, and most importantly, a huge amount of underseat storage. You can fit a full helmet, and you've got these little spots here for knickknacks, Nick-Natanui. I'm trying to get to the freeway, but I don't know how. I'm in Williamstown, I think. What a beautiful day. But this wind is so brutal. I'm worried about getting on the freeway, to be honest. It's going to be an adventure. Okay, so I managed to find the freeway at last. I rode around Williamstown for about 20 minutes. But here we go. This is going to be interesting because It's really, really windy, and I don't actually know if the Suzuki address can hold highway speeds. Only one way to find out, I guess. Not what I'd call rapid. Yes, obviously there's a continuously variable transmission, or a twist and go gearbox as it's commonly called. The only thing lame about that is on the more conventional scooters with like the 3-speed semi-automatic, even though they don't have a clutch, you can sort of hold down the gear lever as you're changing to mimic a clutch basically, and it allows you to do wheelies and burnouts and stuff, which is obviously of utmost importance. I know esteemed journalist Chris Harris has a Suzuki address, so... Oh shit. I'm speeding. Yeah, so Charis has got one, so it must be a pretty good thing. So it's holding 80 kilometers an hour, no worries. Haven't had a chance to get up to 100 yet, but I think it'll do it. It'll be, I have to wring its neck, but it'll do it. And I'm quite impressed with the stability of this thing at speed. I think a lot of that can be attributed to those large wheels. 14-inch wheels, I think they are. Pretty busy today. They just announced yesterday that the Victorian lockdown was going to be extended for, well, at least another 2 weeks, and then after that, if all's good, it'll still be locked down, but with a few restrictions taken away. And I don't know, looks like we'd be lucky to have a beer at a pub this side of Christmas. Oh well. So anyway, I was thinking about how I could test this beast, and I think any kind of performance testing's pretty pointless, but I thought, what could I do that I would actually do if I owned this thing? So I thought I'd go and get some beers. It's not too scientific a test, but we'll see how we go. Had my indicator on the whole time like an idiot. Classic move. It's one of those things, you know, I've been riding all my life and I still make those mistakes. Like, you know, every now and then I'll put my gloves on before my helmet. Hey mate. Okay, mission accomplished. Now the way you actually open the seat is by using the ignition, and it clicks open, like, yeah, perfect. go.